Next we move to the Independent Technical Group, Deputy Ken O Flynn.
Thank you, Count Corla. Minister, I want to highlight a serious contradiction at the heart of the immigration and passport system, one that raises serious concerns for national security, consistency and public trust. Minister, if I may, let me start with the Irish passport system. Every Irish citizen, as you will know, goes through a rigorous process to get a passport. Parents applying for their first child's passport must submit the long-form birth certificate, photographic ID, proof of address, and have them all signed off by An Garda Síochána. It takes weeks, sometimes months, for that standard, which is strict, but it should be. Now, if we look at what's happening on another arm of the state, people who enter Ireland with no identification at all, no passport, no birth certificate, no official documents, are being allowed to apply for asylum and later, in some cases, Irish citizenship. And in certain circumstances, they cannot obtain ID, but they are allowed to submit a sworn affidavit instead, a legal document that simply declares who you are. Once that affidavit is accepted, and if a citizen is granted from the Department of Foreign Affairs, then it is accepted naturalisation certificate without question, without issue, and sometimes following that is the issuing of the passport, no further checks or no further balances or no further questions. Minister, this raises a serious issue we now have. A situation where one arm of the state is applying rigorous verification standards and another is accepting unverified personal claims in the form of sworn statements without any way to confirm the truth. Even more worrying, in a reply from my parliamentary questions to both the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Department of Justice, confirms that we do not track and we do not count the many people who are granted the citizenship or passports in this way. The state is simply not counting them. Just to put that number in perspective for you, Minister, 775,000 passports were issued in January to August 2024. And it is anticipated that this year the number will raise to 1 million passports at the end of the year. 56,000 of those were from the county of Cork, my own constituency. And of course, the vast majority of these are legitimate. But should we now take all those applications were subject to scrutiny and based on full verification? Minister, this is not about compassion, or it is about consistency, it is about national security, and it is about waking up to the fact that naivety or laxity can be weaponized against us. Minister, do you accept that there is a gap in the standards of the passport naturalisation process and serious weaknesses? And can you confirm that every single asylum protection is being fingerprinted, identified that comes into this country? Thank you, Ken.
Minister.
Just to answer your last question, Deputy O'Flynn, while I have it in my mind, yes, anyone who comes in claiming international protection is fingerprinted and assessed against the Eurodac system. And certainly in terms of anyone who arrives into a port, they are.